Sup my dudes, Val here. Today I'm on the alt that I made to go ahead and get practice on Aizawa because dear god this character is hard. But I feel like I played a good little bit. Here's my battle record so you guys can see. I played 17 matches, haven't won a single one. I averaged 500 damage and I have a 0.5 kill ratio. This character is hard to play. He's very difficult to actually play well, and then there's also bugs. Like I had an alpha bug one game where I couldn't grab people with my alpha anymore, which cuts off a lot of combo routes. So there is a lot of challenges with this character. Now, I want to talk about basically where I think he's at compared to the other characters, because I see a lot of people say he's really bad, and I agree and disagree to an extent. I feel like if you get really good at him, because he's easily, and I do mean easily, the hardest character in the game. It's not even close. I feel like if you get really good at him, you can do some major work. You can be an absolute menace, and he can be somebody to actually watch out for. And I feel like his quirk being really mid, his quirk's just okay. Like if you can set up, it can be really oppressive, but it's the way they did it's actually smart. It's very mid because it has such a long startup time that a lot of times you're just gonna get knocked out of it, so it's not that big a deal. But as time goes on, I might change my assessment of him as I get better as him, because I do believe he's a very high skill ceiling character and very high skill floor character, so I don't even think I reached the skill floor yet. I don't even think I'm playing at a proficient level yet. So I feel like there's a lot of things I can improve. There's lots of little tech he uses, and I'll probably make a tips and trick video tomorrow going over tips and stuff that I figured out while playing him. But in the end, I feel like for most people, he's probably going to be compressed here. Basically, if you don't put a lot of time, if you put a ton of time in this character, you master him, you put your time in, put your heart and soul in this character, building him up as good as you can, getting as good as you can with him, I feel like he's going to basically be a solid A tier character, maybe lower end of A tier, somewhere around the same as Tinya, with about 5 times the amount of work it takes to do well with Tinya. I'd say he's probably a little bit behind Tinya, but if you're picking the character up for the first time, he's going to be worse than Compress. He's going to be very bad. He's going to feel awful to play because you're going to be making a lot of mistakes. You're going to blame it on the character, and it's mostly just, he's really rough to actually play, and you have to get really good at him. You have to get good at his movement. You have to get good at using his abilities to move around, get good at his little techs that allow you to move faster, move around a lot more. There's lots of stuff, and you cannot mess up. The aim box, the hitbox for his alpha is unforgiving. If you miss the grab, you're kind of cut off of a lot of combo routes. There's a lot of ways to actually do damage with him. It's just a matter of picking the right combo for the right situation and going ahead and trying to fight. And then you also get ran down and you get absolutely dumpstered on by Todoroki. Was the hardest matchup I had all day. I don't know what to do against that character with Aizawa. Some matchups feel beyond hopeless. But I feel like once I get better as Aizawa, I will actually be able to be a menace to these people, and I'll actually be able to do things that I think I can do or I think he can do. But time will tell whether I'm right or wrong. I made an entire other account. This account is dedicated just to grinding Aizawa so I can see how good he can be. TLDR, how good do I think Aizawa is? I think he is going to be absolutely fucking awful in 90% of players' hands, and then in 10%, he's going to be scary as shit, but at the same time, you can just stay away and snipe the shit out of him, so he's not that scary. I feel like everyone's wrong about his mobility. I feel like his mobility is actually really cracked. I've been able to basically cover a lot of distance with it before, to the point where it's very hard to actually track me. I feel like there's a lot of good things he has going on, but he's just a very difficult character to play. Anyways, that's my thoughts on Aizawa. I think Aizawa is pretty underrated. I think he's pretty underestimated. And I feel like with enough time and mastery at him, I will be able to showcase to you guys exactly why I think he's so good. Other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think Aizawa is overrated, underrated? Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.